In Skyrim, Meridia's champions fight for good. This is the story of Cassie.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever.
Time for some ale and a good meal.
Hey, sister, you look thirsty. Tell you what, you give me 1,000 gold pieces and I'll buy you a drink.
Sounds like a horrible deal.
Well, that's because you didn't let me finish. You get more than a drink. You get a tough son of a bitch like me by your side.
Sailing away for Windhelm's eastern port, and the sea, mark my words, seemed to brood. 'Twas an elegant craft, she was rigged fore and aft.
Why should I choose you over Belrand?
The choice is as clear as the reasons, sister. Belrand likes to say, you can go for a swordsman or a spellcaster, but why not have both? He likes to say that a lot. Why not have both? I'll tell you why. It's like you're out for a meal, you get the choice of pie or fish. Belrand is like a pie made out of fish. Why not have both? That's why.
There was Barney the Bold from Hjalmarch Hold, and Alice McGee from High Rock. Then Cregan Ledal from the Riften Canal was the skipper on the old Sea Hawk. We were far from the coast in the cold sea of ghosts when our
What's
ship
your
lost her
specialty
way
then?
in the fog.
Just the basics. Sword and shield. No fancy knight training. What I know, they don't teach you in any tourney. Of course, if one day the bandits all trade their blades for jousting spears, then by all means, find yourself a knight. Otherwise, you're better off paying me.
That's the last of the old Sea Hawk.
I actually need to hire you for a specific job.
Yeah? It might cost you extra, depending on how dangerous it is. Hell, make it dangerous enough and it might cost you less, but it'll still cost.
I need your blessing, not your blade.
Well, I'd almost do it for free, except I don't know what that word means. If I had to take a guess, it means 1,200 septims.
I'll give you 200.
You got yourself a deal. And don't worry, you're getting the better end of it.
Right. That's what we needed from him. Hey, you're back.
Do you have business with the Dominion?
A coin or two for a veteran? It's not much to ask.
Very well.
Okay,
I'm mostly involved with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good haul.
You can't hurt me. Fight with me. Sometimes I wish I could fish. I never was very good.
Okay, over here. You didn't have to come up there, could have came up there.
Want to be very careful.
I'm all right.
Did we go? Into the sky. Fight is done. The war is won. We
It's not fair to ask a child to slay her own mother.
What?
What are you doing here?
Who are you talking to?
Alright,
What do you say we do some hunting?
it's the name I've given this
I
Nord
thought it would
carving.
be a beautiful day.
It helps sometimes, having someone there, even if he isn't real.
Something happened to your mother?
I was supposed to slay her. The hunters, they said she was killing their own.
What happened?
It was easy for me to track the blood. There was so much of it. And the forest was so angry. I could hear the insects beat their wings like 1,000 tiny drums. When I reached the barrow, I saw something. It was bigger than any creature I'd ever seen. I managed to wound it, but when it came time for the killing blow, I couldn't. Somehow I knew it was still her. So I ran. When I returned, the hunters stormed off into the woods to finish the job. I don't know what they expected of me. I couldn't hurt her. How could anyone? I had to. She was my responsibility. But I couldn't. The hunters, the gods, they gave me a chance to make things right, and I failed them. Do you think she's dead?
Where is this barrow?
The roadside ruins. That's where I dropped my bow. If you find it, I'd like it back. But if you forgive me, I pray you don't find anything else.
Roadside ruins? I'm going the right way. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Okay. I think we may have already killed her mother if her mother was a spriggan. Why would her mother be a spriggan? Ah, here's a hunter. Doesn't really have anything. Okay, it can't be the spriggan. She turned into a werewolf or something? Wait.
I've always wanted to travel this hold a little more, especially Lake Ilinalta.
that's where we are.
Scenery and plenty of caves to explore.
Okay.
My bow! You found it! And my mother?
It's a bit close. No trace of her unless you count all the blood and gore.
Then she must have escaped. Maybe the gods haven't abandoned her yet.
Bow was important.
When my mother lived in Valenwood, she came across an old tree that made her a perfect home, if not for a single wayward limb. A travelling outsider offered to cut it down, and from the wood he fashioned a bow. Together they would later form a village. It wasn't the best wood, and it isn't much of a bow, but for Mother, it was a piece of home. For me, this bow is a piece of her. I thank you for returning it. If there's anything you need, I will do my best to help.
I need your assistance in a trial of the gods.
Then this truly must be fate, for you to bring me this bow. I will do as you ask.
I require Kynareth's blessing.
Alright.
Kynareth.
As a city elf, this feels a bit odd. But I give you her blessing. And mine.
I think Nadina pushed me closer. Okay, that was Kynareth's blessing. That was Glathriel. Okay.
There's no one else I'd rather spend time with.
Hello, friend.
Hello.
Goodbye, old friend.
There once was a singer named Gareth. I don't like him. Always sing more songs and beat on his drum.
Ah.
Well met, friend. How can I help you?
I only got that one. quest active. I'm going. Yeah. How do we get there? Here. Okay. Go around there, or do we have to? We have to go this other way. Possible. Oh my god, it doesn't look good. Okay. Followers won't ride their horses up there. Okay. Wait a minute, I can't move. It's gotta be the other way. Visible barrier there. Dana gets off a horse now. Okay, this is annoying. Has to be a... This looks impossible though. And also the followers won't even come up here. I can't even go any further. What? That's where I am? Okay, I must have gone too far. has to be lower. What the hell? Wait a minute. There's a dragon there. That's where it is. What the hell? Okay. How the hell did I miss it by so much? Yeah, there's a dragon down there. Okay. What? I can't walk up that. Yeah, this is it.
Greetings, traveler. It's not often we get visitors this far up the mountainside, but I'm sure Vachlokmir is pleased to have the company.
Is that a pet dragon?
Vachlokmir is not a pet. If anything, I am his.
Velokni. Me.
Yes. I think it means fond of the spring sky or something. He only said it once, and he tends to mumble. He's very shy.
Where did you meet? Velokni.
To the north, in the forest of Falkrith. I was tracking an elk with hoofprints as big as the white stag of legend. I meandered through the forest, my eyes fixated on the dirt, when I found the track stamped over by a much larger print. As I ran my fingers across the edges, a long shadow crept over my body, and it wasn't until then that I took my eyes off the ground. I shrieked so loud the birds and the cicadas fled from the trees. Suddenly, I was face to face with an actual dragon. Once I was all out of screams and all out of breath, I realized I was still alive. That's when I noticed the arrow lodged into his wing. He doesn't like it when I say so, but Vahlokmir is very sensitive. The wound was minor, but I knew he needed my help. So I reached for an old hunter's salve I had in my satchel, and I decided to heal him.
Okay. That was brave.
It kindles my heart to know that there are those who judge not by fear and rumor, but by truth and honor. Vahlokmir did no more than grunt when I dug my hands into his scales and climbed up his great back.
I need Vahlokmir's aid.
Many folk would shy away from a dragon, but it is Vahlokmir who shies from all. I am sorry, but he is not a weapon of war.
My request is one of peace.
So the folk say, so the guards and the hunters say. That will be for him to judge.
I need him to bless me on my quest.
If Vahlokmir was the one to speak, I am sure he would. But perhaps a gentle nod is good enough? Vahlokmir, what say you? Do you bless this traveler? He seems to have worked it. And I think he likes you. Not many folk does he approve. Well, I trust you got what you came for. Goodbye.
I'm gonna talk to the dragon. No? He doesn't talk? Okay. Right. Vigilant Offstender.
Good Lord, didn't anybody here subscribe?